Channel 6 News Weekend Edition, the latest on a shooting that claimed the lives of 11 people in Pittsburgh. Plus, Channel 6 partners with people in Killeen to help homeless veterans. And the Temple community gathers to help expectant mothers. It's the top of the hour. Channel 6 News Weekend Edition starts right now. Good evening and thanks for joining us here on Weekend Edition. I'm Imani Payne. At least 11 people are dead and several others are injured tonight after a gunman opened fire in a Pittsburgh synagogue. Across the country, police are guarding Jewish congregations out of an abundance of caution. NBC's Chris Pallone has the latest on the investigation and more about the man accused of carrying out this deadly attack. Pennsylvania's governor has ordered state flags to be flown at half-staff to honor the victims of today's shooting. Governor Greg Abbott says this is a hate crime against the Jewish community. We must unite to end these evil acts of violence. Thanks to the officers who lost their lives saving others. Prayers for all affected. Well, it's time now for our first check of our weather. Meteorologist Zach Scott is standing by, and Zach, it has been a beautiful Saturday.
Gorgeous, right?
All right, thanks, Zach. A woman is recovering in the hospital tonight after a shooting in Killeen. It happened at a home in the 2400 block of Marlin Drive just after 1 this afternoon. Police say the suspect shot a gun towards the floor inside of a home, and a round ricocheted off of the floor and hit the victim. The woman was rushed to Seton Hospital and is expected to survive. The suspect is now behind bars. Well, it's now a full-on sprint to the midterms. Early voting in Texas has almost beat the turnout for the 2016 presidential election. Experts say it's the Senate race that's bringing voters out to the polls, and they say it's going to come down to voter turnout. Rebecca Lopez reports.
Beto O'Rourke is no friend of Texas Energy strongest.
A group of volunteers here in Central Texas helped more than 200 homeless veterans today. Operation Stand Down Central Texas held its fall stand down earlier today in Killeen. Channel 6 News reporter Curtis Quillen was there. And Curtis, how many more homeless veterans were they able to help today than last year?
Well, Imani, with the changes, Imani.
All right, thanks, Curtis. Tonight we're learning more about suspected mail bomber Cesar Sayoc, now in police custody for allegedly sending more than a dozen firebombs. He's described as a troubled loner with little interest in politics, that is until the rise of President Trump. The 56-year-old has a long criminal record and previously pled guilty to making a bomb threat to a utility company back in 2002. Authorities say Sayoc had money troubles and had been living in his van. He also attacked the media in social media posts. Sayoc's former attorney says he's not surprised about the anger.
Sayoc is a immature, rather confused individual. I don't even understand if he recognizes the consequences of his actions.
Luckily, none of the bombs detonated and no one was injured. Sayoc is now facing federal charges and could receive up to 48 years in prison if convicted. Well, still ahead on Channel 6 News Weekend Edition, community members gathered in Temple today to lend a helping hand to expectant mothers. It's all part of Make a Difference Day. Plus, we've got a look at some food recalls making the rounds. You'll want to get that list next, so stick with us.